Howdy stranger, outlaws, bandits. Today I'm bringing you two tales about hatred and family disputes. Curious to hear your opinions in the comments. As always, see you on the other side.
Aida for hating women? I know the title sounds bad and I wouldn't normally talk about this, but Mateo, 24M, my 25M boyfriend, and I were talking and we came to the conclusion that I could use an outside perspective. I promise it's not unjustified hate, but it is a little irrational. My mother and I have always had a complicated relationship. She, being a single mother of twins, struggled a lot to raise my brother and me, but she did it. The problem was, sooner rather than later, she began to treat me like a friend rather than like a son. It started with small things, like giving me more responsibilities than my brother under the excuse that I was more mature, but it didn't take long for her to start making differences, not giving me anything on my birthdays other than clothes or hygiene items, while my brother received what he asked for. Eventually, my mother started holding me responsible when my brother didn't do his homework or when he did poorly in class. This got to the point where a teacher noticed what was happening and spoke seriously to my mother. Fortunately, my mother changed for the better after that, having realized her failure as a mother. But I cannot deny that her carelessness and lack of love left a mark on me while I was growing up. By the time I turned 17, I didn't have a single female friend by personal decision. Because I felt uncomfortable with women, they made me feel the way my mother made me feel. And it was around that same time that a girl in my class became pregnant and, for reasons I still don't understand, decided to tell her parents that I was the father of her child. Of course, all the demons in hell shit on me at once. I was expelled from my school. My mother didn't want to talk to me. My brother didn't want to talk to me. My younger brother didn't want to talk to me. My grandfather kicked me out of the house and no one stood up for me. The only ones who listened to me were my grandmother and my uncle, who found me a place to stay so they could see how to fix the situation. 9 months later, in which I had to get to work and figure out how to make up for the lost year of school, the baby was born, and surprise, it wasn't mine. My family, who turned their back on me, apologized profusely and sued the girl who ruined my life, taking advantage of the fact that she was of legal age. Of course, I didn't forgive them immediately, but over time we became moderately close again, although they know that the day they turn their back on me again, there will be no turning back. When I was 22, something else happened. A girl, who apparently liked me, tried to drug me at a party. Luckily, the friends I was hanging out with interfered when she tried to take me to a room and took care of me. My cousin, who was with me, literally ripped out a couple of strands of the girl's hair. The thing is, after all that, I started to feel real hatred towards women. I can't stand being alone with one, and I can't stand being touched by one. I know that not all of them are bad, but I can't get rid of the feeling, not even in therapy. I've been going for years. Aida for feeling this way, because I hate feeling like this.
Well, stranger, this was quite a hefty story you got there. On one hand, I do understand your hatred and your distrust of females, but on the other hand, I think it's a little bit too much. How can you say that you hate one half of the populace without knowing multiple? You already said that you do not have any female friends since the age of 17 by choice. So you already are excluding them completely out of your life so that nobody else can hurt you. However, on the other side, you are taking away that chance of somebody proving you wrong. So it's more of a fear than anything. Yes, I do understand what you went through is not the best for a child, especially when all of your family members, apart from two, and you mentioned your grandma was there to help you. So that's already one female off the list that is a genuinely good person. So to say even after that that you don't trust the entirety of the female population is a little bit over excessive. However, your traumas are still valid. Okay, you are at that point where even a professional can really help. I understand that fully. However, you have a partner, you have still people to rely on. try approaching this whole friendship thing with females a little bit differently. Open up a brand new page. It's going to be a difficult one because you have a genuine distrust of females. But open up a new page, a new chapter of your life, and say that I am going to give a shot to at least people that I know that they are decent. Yes, there's a possibility that they are going to snake you. That's just life. That's just how it goes. But to completely seclude yourself from that part of the populace is not a good idea. You seem fairly young still. Don't let a few rotten apples spoil your entire life. It's just not worth it. I definitely think that you need to force yourself, or at least make the effort to gain some connections, positive connections, and you can always walk away from these people. So let's say you make a friend at a party, or not a friend, but let's say an acquaintance that is a female at a party. You chat a little bit, you have your boyfriend next to you, whatever, it's going well, and you have the same interests, or will you just not even give them the time of day? So you can't know for sure. Give it a proper chance. Swallow that fear and open up your heart for the chance to change and let other people prove you wrong. Wish you the best of luck.
AITHA for not wanting my brother to attend my graduation. Maybe I'm tripping, maybe I'm not, but that's why I'm here lol. Anyways, I'm graduating in like 4 weeks. And I'm going on prom in a week. I didn't want to go, but my mom insisted and bought everything. Now me and my oldest brother, M25, F17, gotten into on and off over the last 4 years, with the worst one over his girlfriend that was cheating on him the whole time. This happened in 2020, so I was 14 and he was 21. He called me bitch and hoe and all of those things and even tried to fight me. Now we all can agree we have to move on and not hold grudges against anyone, but you'll always remember that? Right. I just don't like how rude and ignorant he is. You would think if you were mean to someone before and cussed them out like that, all try to be nice so they don't view in that way because they want to move past it? Obviously not. You must want the arguments to keep happening, and IDK if I'm wrong. I just can't never feel the same way about a person after someone does something like that to me. Yay, whatever, we can be cool, but I'll never picture you as that great big brother like he so badly wants. Like whatever mean anyways, and if you wanted that, all try to be nice considering what you did in the past. Now I don't want to be bothered. I know he wants to pitch in on the graduation and prom, and that's cool and all, but I don't want him at graduation. For what? You don't even like me like that. Go to someone graduation you actually care about. Why do you so desperately want to come to mind? He always tried to use words like shit and offensive stuff when we talk. Why do I want that bad energy around me on some of the best days of my life? And my mom is kind of hypocrite. She doesn't get it at all. If someone did that to you, would you be able to look at the same? It's over no matter how much we talk it over, especially when you still act ass in normal conversations. Sorry, I know it's a lot. I'm on a rampage right now.
Well, stranger, I completely understand your frustration. Even myself, I wouldn't be happy if my sibling would have done something like this, especially fight me. Why? I really wonder what went on behind the scenes, but that's not important. I would like to touch up on your mom's reaction first and foremost. So, she wants you to go to the graduation and prom. I'm guessing this is sort of a big event in your household. Otherwise, I wouldn't necessarily see your mom putting in this much effort for basically nothing. On one hand, I do get her concern because she's a mother and she wants her children to get along. On the other hand, if she's blind to what happened between you guys, that's sort of a bad sign. Like, I don't know if growing up this was a continuation of your story, or was it something completely unrelated. But if they have to respect your boundaries at the end of the day. So if you don't want your brother there, then however much they try, they can't really do anything against it. Otherwise, there's gonna be a lot more arguments that going to happen or erupt. On the flip side, did your bro feel any remorse or show any remorse after what happened, what transpired? Or is it just a facade that he's putting on? Because you mentioned that he's actually putting in some financial help as well for both the prom and both the graduation. So in a way, it seems like that he's at least putting in effort to better himself. But if you guys don't really have that sibling bond, then again, unfortunately, it sucks, but they need to respect your wishes. So I would say that in a way, you are overreacting, but there is a valid explanation behind your overreaction. So if you heed my opinion, sit down and talk with both your mom and your brother about this whole ordeal. See their reaction. You're at an age where you can kind of contemplate how people will act on the specific date. And you need to be a rational human being and say, listen, guys, either A, B, C happens, or there's not going to be a graduation for my bro, or not, he's not going to attend my graduation, or ABC is followed, so basically your rules is followed, then he's going to attend politely. But if one thing is broken even during the reception, he's out of there. Sometimes you need to take a shot with people. Sometimes you need to have the benefit of the doubt. I get that, yes, him wanting to fight you because of a juvenile incident is not really Big Brother like. It's shameful. However, if he genuinely puts in an effort to be there for his sister, at least give him the doubt. Ultimately, it's your choice. So if you feel the toxicity, feel the negativity, if you invite him in, or you are not gonna feel comfortable, even if X, Y, and Z is followed, then don't. It's your big day. So you need to act accordingly, and you need to enjoy it, and they need to respect this decision. Let me know how it pans out. I'm curious to hear, and good luck with it, stranger.
Hope you enjoyed today's episode, stranger. If you did, consider joining our band of outlaws and bandits. About time I ride off. It seems like they're gaining some ground on me. Until the next time, stranger, try to keep yourself out of trouble.